Hello and welcome to the fourth edition of ETBFSI FINNEXT Summit. We are live from Bangalore and we have with us Premalakshmi, Vice President, Cloud Technology, Oracle India. Hello ma'am and welcome to the event.
Hello, thanks for having me here.
Firstly, it was really meaningful, to witness your session. We talked about the transformation happening in the fintech space and much more. So tell us, what were your key takeaways and how do you see the future of fintechs?
Firstly, the session was very engaging. There was a lot of networking that I could do with many of the fintech founders and partners here. Especially from a fintech industry standpoint, I mean, this is the most, I would say, talked about industry. It's the most disruptive industry. It is finance for technology and technology for finance. So it kind of both comes together. In terms of helping customers, right from, in terms of engagement, bringing in, new products and services that will change, that will kind of adapt to the customer changes which is there in the market. What was discussed very, largely today was in terms of how technology is enabling disruption in the fintech market. What are the changes that it is bringing in, especially with respect to AI, ML, Gen AI capabilities. Third is in terms of how regulation, compliance, and security becomes very critical and a nerve center for fintechs to continue to drive scale and drive innovation. So overall, it has been a fantastic, engaging session. A lot of learnings per se, and I think from a tech world, we believe that there is a lot of enablers that we can do, where tech becomes more of a business enabler rather than just not a support model. So overall, a very, very good session today.
Well, that's meaningful to know. You just mentioned about the generative AI capabilities. Tell us more about it and how you are embedding the Gen AI capabilities into your cloud infrastructure that the Oracle is providing.
Sure. So from an Oracle Gen AI capability standpoint, we bring AI and Gen AI capability across our stack. Whether it is in the databases, whether it is in terms of our applications, or in terms of the platform services and the partners that we collaborate. Firstly, if you were to look at all the news that Oracle is, having in the market today, in India or globally, we have the best of the LLM foundation models available on our platform, partnerships with many AI partners, starting from NVIDIA, Grok AI, Cohere, Meta, Llama, even OpenAI have had collaborations with Oracle. And that kind of gives our customers, a large, an end-to-end suite in terms of being able to choose the right LLM models that they want. So our platform today brings in managed LLMs for customers, and they can add their own proprietary data to be able to fine-tune this and leverage our dedicated AI clusters to be able to get meaningful results. The second, I would say, our biggest differentiation has been in terms of how the best AI comes from best data. So rather than taking the data to AI, we are bringing AI to the data, whether it is in the form of our 23 AI capabilities, which is inside our database itself, and that enables AI within the database, bringing in vector search. That means you can manage structured, unstructured data, everything within your single database itself. And then expanding that with respect to autonomous capabilities, which is again AI ML driven, so which means you don't have to manage it. It is automatically managed, secured, and also updated. Three is in terms of our differentiation has been in terms of helping customers give an open infrastructure and a platform which is AI ready, which is very critical, right? It's just not about getting the LLMs or foundation models. It's also about how the infrastructure is able to scale to be able to bring in the best of high performance, low latency, to be able to bring in better storage and analytics, and at the same time be able to run it at speed and scale at speed. So if you were to look at it, our platform brings in a variety of LLM models, managed as well as making it be able to fine-tune it. So therefore, it becomes a natural choice for AI inferencing, or in terms of summarization, or in terms of training. It becomes more predictable because we bring in an open architecture, lower cost, and 3, it is more secure from a security standpoint, because everything is available within the single database itself, and that enables customers to leverage our stack across whatever work that they want to do. If you were to, and you asked me a second question in terms of emerging use cases from an Indian business standpoint. 3 or 4 businesses that we work very closely with, whether it's financial services, and here it is in terms of fraud risk protection, compliance and reporting. It could be also in terms of enhancing customer experience with conversational chatbots and so on. When you look at healthcare, it is also about bringing in AI-based image, using images to kind of understand the treatment, the right cure, bringing in automated diagnosis for patients. Look at marketeers who can leverage our AI for content generation, or in terms of how could you look at customer branding and move forward, right? HR could be right from hiring all the way to retirals. There are multiple use cases that we work with our customers. It could be timesheets, it could be HR onboarding, it could be in terms employee onboarding. It is in terms of bringing in a better process management for career planning as well as your appraisals. So the use cases across many of these verticals has been something which I see is at a very high offtake, and we're working across all these industries and segments as well.
Great to know. Like you just mentioned about data, which is making me curious to talk more on this aspect. Today we are here to talk about the fintechs, and if we see the fintechs are also data hungry, and they are very much voracious about the real time data and analytics. So tell us how you are fulfilling this need of the fintechs, and what do you see in the coming years down the line, specifically in the terms of data for fintechs?
Absolutely right. If you look at data, I think every organization today is becoming a data-driven organization. And needless to say, fintechs are no different to that. Firstly, if I were to look at high processing data and analytics, which is becoming very, very critical for fintechs, you need a very reliable and scalable infrastructure to be able to do that. So high performance compute becomes the key in terms of driving data which can be processed at a much faster pace. And under the high performance compute, we can look at infrastructure as an option, bringing in RDMA capabilities, which reduces latency, looking at auto scaling, which means that you don't provision in resources day one, but then you are able to scale as and when your data volumes are growing, and that gives the flexibility in terms of managing data at a cost which is viable for fintechs. The second important part is real-time processing, because once you have the data and the infrastructure to run that, it's about how do I bring all this into real time into a unified data platform. That means you need an integration engine that would work together, leverage some of our services like Golden Gate Cloud Services for real-time processing, have a unified data platform which kind of couples AI and analytics, so that you are, under the unified platform, you could bring in, leverage the AI capabilities to also drive better analytics. And when I look at analytics per se, it is also about how do I get real-time dashboards that makes business sense for fintechs or for any customer to be able to see insights which can help them make smarter and faster decisions. So across, all this, from a data platform standpoint, we do see, especially in fintechs, regulatory reporting becomes very, very critical. Again, compliance is going to be super important for them to kind of manage, with their regulators in terms of building a platform that can give insights, AI-driven insights, operationally bring in AI-driven operations, which could be automation. Also in terms of customer engagement, how can AI become a champion in terms of helping to engage your customers more strongly, build in more trust, and also be able to take it to scale.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing all the insights. Looking forward for more conversations in a long format with you in the near future.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Stay tuned to ETBFSI for more updates.